From Studio B in the Communication Building at Olivet Nazarene University, it's Tonight at Olivet with Adam Keller. Tonight's show includes women's soccer coach Bill Bear and a special segment of Do It Blend. Here's your host, Adam Keller.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm your host, Adam Keller. Lately, I've been reading a lot of the Spider-Man No Way Home leaks, and no, none of them were about Tom Holland. Surprisingly, I don't know why. I mean, seriously, it's getting to the point where they should just release the entire script online and let everyone pitch in their own ideas. I mean, seriously, I hope that all of the Spider-Mans or Spider-Men come together and take on the task that whatever the multiverse has for it. I want to see all of them together. And if not, Marvel, you really dropped the ball. And speaking of Marvel and dropping the ball, everyone seems to have found the new movie to hate on, The Eternals. The Eternals is officially the second worst performing movie at the box office opening in Marvel history, after The Incredible Hulk. And yeah, I tried to forget that movie too. I think the reason why it flopped so hard is because no one really cares. I mean, think about it. When was the last time you heard someone geeking out about The Eternals before this movie was announced? No, it's fine, I'll wait. Any minute now. Exactly. Point proven, no one cares. I'm sorry, I'll move on. Thanksgiving is right around the corner, and we all know what that means. Turkey, pumpkin pie, cranberry dressing, and my personal favorite, green bean casserole. I think Thanksgiving is, unfortunately, this kind of ticking time bomb, though. One moment, everyone is all happy, bundled up in their fall outfits, loving the autumn decor and the delicious food, and then out of nowhere, Uncle Ronnie feels the urge to mention the current political state of the United States, and it's all downhill from there. Before you know it, you have a full-blown civil war brewing in the family room. It's really just a slippery slope from there. Thanksgiving night is when all starts to, shall I say, change. People's mindsets start to shift from thankfulness to consumerism. That's right. Starting immediately after Thanksgiving dinner, people go out and start Black Thursday shopping, which leads into Black Friday shopping and is then picked back up on Cyber Monday. In a lighter tone, though, Thanksgiving comes with a season of thankfulness. And I think the one who is most thankful is the turkey who gets pardoned by the President of the United States. This has been a tradition since President Lincoln and continues to this day. Now, I may not be president, but I am the host of the Tonight Show at Olivet. So, with that authority, I figured that I would pardon my own turkey. Turkey, I pardon you. All right, we've got a great show for you all tonight. Bill Bear is joining us tonight, and later on we have a fantastic game called Do It Blend. So stick around, you won't want to miss this. Welcome back, everyone. By now, students should be settling into the groove of their classes, and if you aren't, I think you might need to consider figuring that out soon. And it's times like this where Olivet leaves its greatest impression on students. The question is, though, how many of these impressions will stand the test of time? Many Olivet students say that they know a lot about this school, but I've come to wonder if that's actually true. To find out, we put together a little game called Do You Know Owen? You.
Hi, my name's Alex Miller, and today we're going to be asking random people around Olivet how well they know their campus, aggressively. And it's really cold outside, so we're going to see who wants to answer our questions. What's your name?
Samuel Arns.
Okay, cool. Samuel Arns. We're going to ask you 2 questions about Olivet. Can you answer them for me?
Sure.
Okay, great. How many floors does Burke have?
4.
Okay, you're wrong. It's actually 5, so we're going to give you another chance at that. What is the lower level of Ludwig called?
Web?
Success! You know what you get?
What?
A high five.
Okay.
This is the kind of community we need here at Olivet.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
What's your name?
Levi.
Levi. Okay, we're gonna ask you 2 questions. You have
Sure.
to answer them. Doesn't care. Okay, first and foremost, what is the name of the clock tower?
I have no clue.
Okay, well, we're gonna give you another chance at that.
Okay.
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 What is the name of the soccer field?
Soccer field. I believe that is Ward Field.
Nope, that's football field.
Football field.
He's a bit of a failure. I see somebody that I really like, so we're gonna go get him. Skylar Butler, excuse me. Can you answer some questions about Olivet for us?
Dude, I'm in your class.
Okay. On my next target, it just happens to be my sister Olivia. So, Olivia, what is chapel curfew hour?
Chapel curfew hour?
Chapel hour. What is chapel hour?
Oh, chapel hour on Wednesdays and Thursdays?
Yes, and curfew. What is curfew hour and chapel hour?
Curfew I think is like 12 or 1. And then I know chapel on Wednesdays from 10 to 11, and then on Thursday it's from 9:30 to 10:30.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and Google that answer, and we'll throw it up on screen like right here. Congratulations, Miss Olivia. What is the last president of Olivet? What was his name before the new one? Before the current one?
What's his face?
3, 2, 1.
No, he looks like the
It's Dr. John Bowling.
Bowling, that's what it was.
Okay, but we're gonna give you a second chance. What is the name of the football field?
Ward Field.
Congratulations. And it appears that, what's your name?
JD.
JD knows Olivet well. Excuse me, you in the red pants. Can we ask you a question for a show, or are you busy? Okay, we can't ask her anything. Excuse me, Mr. Black Jacket. What are you doing right now? What are you doing right now? Can we ask you 2 questions for a show?
Two questions?
2 questions, yes.
Sure.
Okay, great. Question number 1, what is the name of the clock tower? Right there, that one. You have no idea. Okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and ask him a second question then. What is the Hall of Science name? Congratulations. Not a complete failure. What's your name? Duncan Mills. Sir, would you be willing to answer a question for us?
Sure, why not?
Okay, great. What's your name?
Emmett.
And you're in what year?
I'm a freshman.
Freshman Emmett here. Okay,
Yes,
great.
sir.
Emmett, what was our previous president's name?
John Bowling, baby.
John Bowling. Okay, good job. We're gonna throw a picture of Dr. Bowling right over here. And second question, what is the name of the clock tower? Right behind you, right there.
Boy. No idea.
No idea. Well, 1 for 2 is not bad. Excuse me, florist friend. Can I ask you a question? What is it like to live in a tree? I don't think we're gonna get an answer on that. Well, the results were rather middling. We had some really big winners, and admittedly, some rather large losers, some of which you probably wouldn't expect. If I'm being honest with you, I don't even really know the name of the Olivet Clock Tower. I don't think Adam knows the name of the Olivet Clock Tower. We may never know what the name of the Olivet Clock Tower is, but if we do, we're not going to find out today. Thank you for watching, and this just goes to show that Olivet does not really know their campus. Back to you, Adam.
I mean, it's just crazy to me how Skylar's like, his luscious red hair acts like a lighthouse in a foggy storm. It's just, Oh, man, what a great segment, guys. Good job. I also don't know the name of the clock tower. Anyway, you should think that students today would have a better idea of the university that they spend 75% of the year at, but I guess that's just not the case. Well, tonight we are joined by none other than the man, the myth, and the women's soccer coach himself, who has just hit a career milestone of 300 wins. Everybody, please give a warm welcome to Coach Bill Bear.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
300 wins.
Thanks, yeah.
That is outstanding. I mean, that's just so incredible. So with this massive landmark in your career, what went through your mind the night that you had this game? What was that like for you?
Crazy. It was a crazy day. Crazy game. We traveled out to South Bend. I was hoping it was going to be a home game, but we traveled out to South Bend for it. And the weather was terrible. That was the week we had just downpours throughout the Midwest. The field was a mess, just sopping wet when we got there. And I had even emailed the coach the day before we left. Said, hey, the field's going to be okay. He's like, yeah, it's fine. So we show up to the field, and it was not fine. It was pretty soggy. And the refs happened to be late for that game. They showed up like 5 minutes before game time. You normally have 3 refs. Only 2 showed up, which was also crazy. And then, so I said, hey, asked the coach, are you okay with this? He's like, yeah, it's going to be fine. And so I said, okay. And then I asked the refs, are you guys okay? And they never really went out and inspected the field. They just looked from afar and was like, yeah, it looks like it's green. It looks good. So we started the game, and we got the half of the field in which it was really soggy. Like, I had inspected it earlier before the game started, and my shoe literally sunk all the way into the mud. So the strategy of the other team was just to pound it into our half, and we were all on shifting ground and couldn't get the ball out of our half. So it was crazy. And then our goalkeeper got hurt because she came out and slid, and somebody collided with her. And so when I went out to go see her and check on her, again, I was just sinking. And I finally just turned around to the other coach and said, this is not safe. We can't play the rest of the game on this field. And then the refs came out, and they realized, yeah, this isn't safe. So we literally changed fields 10 minutes into the game, which is crazy. You never do that.
Wow.
And we switched. We had to pick up goal. The other coach was like, where do you want to play? I mean, I said, well, I don't want to come back tomorrow. It's 3 hours. I don't want to come back to our hour. Why don't we play on the practice field? It was a tiny little field, but the ground was good. And so he agreed. And so we picked up the goals from the game field, moved them, moved benches, flipped the sports information tent around, moved the cameras. Everything was switched. They even got a little line striper out from their storage and was striping, because there was a part of the field that wasn't striped. It took about it was like a 15-minute transformation.
Wow.
The fans had to move from one side of the field all the way to the other side of the field. It was crazy. It was a really crazy game. And so I'll never forget that game, ever. More probably for that than the 300 win, but it was still pretty special.
Yeah,
pretty cool.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That is quite the experience to have had for one game. So with that being 300 wins, just a huge deal for you. When you got back, we saw on social media that the team members threw a little bit of a party for you. What was that like for you?
That was super cool. I wasn't expecting that, because they dumped water on me at the game, and we had a little sign, 300. My wife had made a sign that said 300th win, and took pictures out in South Bend. So when we got back, it was like 10:30 at night, 11 o'clock at night. It was late, tired. We're all, and our custom is we pull everything off the bus, we take everything back to the locker room, and I normally let my assistants and players do that, but a couple of players like, Coach Barry, you got to come to the locker room. It's like, okay. So it was cool. You walk in, and they had decorated the locker room, put posters up and stuff. And so that was really cool. And they had a cake. And, my wife was there, family. My daughter's on the team, so that was kind of cool that she was there too. So, it was really, really cool. This group of girls this year has been a real special group. It's been a lot of fun to coach. So,
that's incredible. That's so exciting. Yeah. So we've talked about where you are now, 300 wins. Mm-hmm. What got you here? Why are you even a coach? What brought you to being the coach of the women's soccer team here?
Well, I didn't anticipate ever or expect being a coach as a career. That wasn't what I expected. My degree from Olivet was a public policy degree. I wanted to go into, foreign service and be in some embassy overseas or whatnot. So, but right out of college, I decided that whole plan changed. It's interesting how God changes our plans. And my plans changed. I actually started working for Youth for Christ for 3 years. And then the athletic director, Larry Watson, caught me in the hallway one day and said, hey, would you ever consider coaching women's soccer? And really the rest is history. It became a part-time job to start off. From there, it just kind of took off. My biggest concern was, is this youth ministry? Because I was loving what I was doing at Youth for Christ, loving it. And is this youth ministry? And without a doubt, it's been discipleship at its core. It's been just so much fun to journey with players, and the winning's icing on the cake. That's been fun.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's so cool. So I've loved hearing about your story here, what it was like having that incredible 300 wins and the party that you all had. But what is the future of women's soccer here? Where is it that you feel that you want to go? What do you want to accomplish? What do you want to get done?
The future's bright for women's soccer. We've got a lot of potential. First of all, we've got a really strong freshman class. Got some really good leadership moving forward. We're planning on recruiting a really solid incoming class as well. But it's so interesting because the journey's been quite a long time. I've been here for 23 years.
Wow.
And I remember just this past week, I took out a little piece of paper that was from 2000, goals from 2000. And it was crazy. Just the starting point to where we're at now, program-wise, is just night and day. From when the program, the women's soccer program just started, pretty small operating budget, very little scholarship money to recruit with, very little recruiting budget to go and find players. We didn't have a locker room. Our fields were not sprinkled and filtrated, or just our space was just so different 23 years ago. My office was a storage closet. It was crazy. How the program began and where we're at now is just night and day. And so I think the future's really bright.
That's
I'm
incredible.
really excited, about where we can go. My goal is to be in at least the top 25, and I think our program can be in the top 10 programs in the country.
Wow.
Within a couple of years.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's just so amazing. I can't wait to see where this goes. Thank you so much. It has certainly been a pleasure having you here on with us. Thank you so much. Bill Bear, everybody. All right, well, we're going to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere, because just in a little bit, we're going to have quite the unique game coming up. Welcome back, everybody. We're about to begin a little unique experiment, but before I do, could I please have my special guest come on out? Come on out, Andrew McBurney.
Hello. Hi.
Welcome.
Yeah,
Come,
I came
please
in
join-
uniform.
Good. I didn't know you worked at Sodexo.
I don't.
Oh, cool. So,
Let's drink some smoothies.
yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to play a little game, and it is called Do It Blend.
Do it blend.
Do It Blend. That's the game that we're going to be playing.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, are you ready to play?
Do It Blend.
Love that graphic.
It's so good.
Yes.
So good. All right, so in this game, Andrew and I are going to taste 3 delicious smoothies, or I really hope that they're delicious. And we are going to attempt to guess the ingredients that are put in them. The answers will be underneath the coasters that we have here, and then we're going to see how accurate we can be in seeing what has been blended together to get these smoothies. So without further ado, let's dive right in. I think let's start with this one.
Let's
the
start
one
with
on
the good one.
The good one. Do a quick smell test.
Oh, this actually smells
It
pretty good.
does smell good.
I'm actually kind of excited for this one.
Me too.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
You ready?
Cheers.
Cheers to you.
Clink it.
I was wrong.
Yeah.
Woo! Okay.
Well, I smelled banana.
There is some fruit in here, I think.
Some fruits.
I'm going for seconds. Is the peel in here? I think
Did you
the
put
peel is in here.
The peel or the seeds or all of it,
Yeah.
the whole fruit, I think I would guess banana.
I'm going to go with banana and orange peel.
Orange peel and maybe strawberry because of the tiny little seeds.
And I have
I
a
think
little blob in mine.
Gross. I'm going to say banana, orange peel, not the orange though,
Let's get the answer.
and then strawberry.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
cool. So
So I'm just lame.
we were wrong on all of those.
Blueberries,
Pineapple
raspberries.
and vanilla yogurt.
then what's the tang?
What is
There's a
there's a
tang.
bitterness.
There's a bitterness and
It
tang.
tastes
to
like
it.
the white in between the peel and
This
the
is probably
orange.
the easy one. If we didn't like the easy one.
That's tough.
Oh.
Oh man. All right. Number
Well,
2.
So I think we should
Oh.
sandwich it. Because this one looks disgusting.
It looks like, you know what it looks like? It looks like if you go to like a not so nice lake, and hey, can you see
It
this?
looks like the Kankakee River.
It looks like the sand that you like pull out of the
Yeah.
Kankakee. Can
I
you
say
see that?
we
We'll
do
try
this
it.
and we sandwich it because this
Yeah.
one actually looks pretty decent.
Yes.
So we use that as a palate
All right,
cleanser. Okay, ready.
Clink it.
Cheers.
Oh, it's chunky. It's chunky, but I did see it didn't blend a full
Toothpaste?
Oreo, and it's
Tooth-
minty.
Toothpaste is my guess.
I
Toothpaste,
would agree with that.
Oreos. And a spearmint.
Yeah, it's very mint. I'm gonna go with, I think you're right, Oreos and mint. Hey!
Oreos, ice cream, and root beer. Oh.
Oh. Why is it minty?
These aren't bad at all.
No, it's not bad.
These are
But why
actually
is it
pretty
minty?
good. I think I'm just not knowing what's in there. I just assume the worst.
It's scary.
This is fun. Okay.
Yeah, this is good. All right, last one.
Yeah. This is gonna be fine. Clink it.
Clank.
It feels like I'm drinking applesauce.
It does. It is the applesauce. It's actually kind of nice, actually.
Yeah. Okay. Strawberries.
No, it's very clear. Strawberries. Or I hope it's clear.
There's no way it's not strawberry.
Apple, maybe?
Apples or applesauce.
It could be just the applesauce.
Saucy.
A soft apple.
Banana.
I think you're right. Yeah, strawberries, apples, and bananas.
Strawberries, bananas,
It's an
and
apples.
applesauce.
Well done.
Dude,
We did
yeah.
good. So,
This
one.
This was
Thank
easy.
you. Yeah, that was so easy. Easiest
I'm
thing
gonna
I've done all
finish
day.
this
Yeah, me
one.
too. Delicious. Well, that was, excuse me, that was a great time. That was really, really good. And on that note, that's actually all we have for you tonight. Folks, thank you so much for tuning in here in Studio B, and we hope you all have a great night. I am Adam Keller. This is Andrew McBurney, and we will see you next week. Good night from tonight at Olivet.